Auset from Queendom Tarot. Thanks for watching. I just want to take a quick moment just to introduce you to myself, since this is my first month on YouTube. Like I've been on a spiritual journey for about 20 years now. It started, I was 23 years old. I went through the loss of my boyfriend, and that whole grief period set me on the journey of where is God? Who is God? Started out Jehovah's Witness, Islam, Rastafarianism. I searched through all the religions. And I learned that I'm a part of all, and all is part of me. So I use all religions. I'm connected to all religions. I have kindred spirit soul families that's part of all religions. Particularly for me, for my practice, like I said, I use all of it. But particularly, I've gone back to my roots. African spiritual science is, probably what I would consider my religion if I had to choose a religion. There's many branches of that. I don't attribute to one or the other. Like I said, I'm not big on labels. I'm not big on titles and labels. And, there's one source, and I connect into that source, and I allow that energy to come through me. And I don't feel there's a label or title really on that. That's a personal connection I have, that we all can have with the Most High. So that's just where I am, what I consider the God and Goddess consciousness. So if you vibrate with me and resonate with me on a certain energy, here in Queendom, certain frequencies, we don't want the lower vibrational frequencies here in Queendom. So if you see, we're definitely going to have to delete, block any of that lower vibrational stuff. We're just not going to entertain any of that here. If it's not based on love, peace, harmony, uplifting, if it's anything that's opposite of that, it just won't be tolerated. It's not welcome at all. That's not what we're on here. We're on uplifting, empowerment, love, and channeling, like I said, source energy. So that's just a little bit about me. Like I said, I am a Sagittarius. I'm a fire sign. So that's, I like to be straightforward and direct, and, just put things on the table. That's just who I am in my personality. So, like I said again, if I resonate with you, great. Just, subscribe, share, like, whatever, your spirit leads you to do. Because everything around here, that's what I was going to say too. Everything is just connection, spiritual, and it comes through me. So I may not shuffle like the next person, read like the next person. I don't want to be put in a box like that. Please don't put me in a box. Please don't label me. Please allow me to channel me through me. Thank you very much. And I just try to go along with spirit, so what I've been doing is I've just been pulling randomly, whatever sign comes up, and I've just been flowing with that energy. And looks like we have a Libra coming up next. And Libra will be my last reading for tonight before I take it down. Okay, Libra, let's tap into your energy. Very few Libras, but, I just think of just as my I think of a lot of things when I think of Libra. And I remember this guy in college, he was Libra, he dressed, I loved the way he dressed, he always was just so, had it together all the time. And I was told that's a Libra thing. I don't have many Libras in my world, but I would love to meet some Libras. I'm trying to think, who in my family, immediate family, do I know that is Libra? So this is great. I get to meet new Libra people. I get to meet Libras. This is awesome. I can't say that anymore, that I don't know any Libras. So let's see here. Libras, air signs. That's the intellectual, that's thinking, the mind, air sign, talking, communication, So I'm sure Libras are probably like analytical, debating, like I can imagine like y'all are like, because my son is Aquarius and he's like, you do not want to debate him. I don't want to debate him. So I can only imagine a Libra. But y'all be in that balance, that justice. Like I can only imagine like it's full on debate. Like I can imagine you gotta come stacked with your facts when you're dealing with a Libra, I'm pretty sure. So, are you here in the reading? You represent it. You represent it. You here. You here. You in the house. So let me get these clarified. Also, I have the Mythical Goddess Tarot deck. And it sort of kind of led me to break it up into the goddesses and the elemental lessons. So that's how I'm going to read it. I'm going to pull one from each. So like all the goddesses are purple. So like I said, Spirit just led me to pull one of these goddesses, which will be like overlooking the entire reading. And then we have an element that gives us more, of the energy and the vibration. Of the reading. All right, and then I like to get up angel guidance card. Definitely let the angels speak to us. See what they have to say. Libra. And then we're going to get started. Like, this is pretty quick. Your cards came out pretty quick. I'm having a lot of, like, as much shuffling. It's just amazing because as much shuffling and shuffling as you do to see the same cards, It's sort of kind of like, I know I shuffle. Like, I know I shuffle. But it's just meant for this message to come out again. And it just came out in previous reading. I had Taurus. Let your past go. Is the angel guidance. So that was the same angel guidance. Taurus got as well. Overlooking the reading is the Two of Swords, which is indecision, standstill, not being able to make a decision. And we have it clarified by the King of Swords. So I don't know if you can't make a decision. You're mostly distant, you're at a standstill because you're dealing with this King of Swords kind of energy. Or you can't make a decision about letting go of someone. But we're going to take a look. We're going to take a deeper look. Those are the overlying energies that we see. We do have Kali, who is also overlooking the reading, which is the Death card. And we have Depletion. So it's definitely the end of something. Like something's like depleted, gone, empty. So let's find out about that. In the past, you have the World card, which is, new beginnings, it looks like, you may have started over. You may just become newly independent. You may, we're newly independent. You may have graduated and now you got your independence. You may have, I don't know. You just got your independence. It looks like the death of juggling two situations. Was the end of that. Maybe to jobs, to people, to properties, to whatever you were juggling. And you have the Two of Wands as well in the past, which is the Page of Swords. So it looks like maybe some news came in about opportunity or something, you know, in the future. You know, an opportunity or something that's coming for you in the future that may require you to move. You know, that may require you to, may require you to move house. You know, may require you, I don't know if you've been, you know, back and forth maybe between two cities, two houses, two families, two somethings, but, you know, there's going to be a deck that is put to one of them. Because there's this sense of independence and there's a sense of having the world in your hands. I mean, at least that's the feeling of the past. That was the feeling, the past energy. Let's see what's currently going on. Currently, it looks like some conflict or something came up rather quickly. Maybe some messages or something. You know, maybe somebody says something really quick, some rapid communication. But whatever this is, you know, it definitely created some conflict. You know, definitely some fighting over these words, over this message, whatever this is that came in really quickly. You do have the Six of Cups, which is clarified by the Seven, well, the Strength card. The Strength card. So it's definitely something from the past or someone from the past that's giving you strength, bringing you strength, needing your strength. And we have the High Priestess that's clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So the intuition, you know, it's either there's something hidden, you know, involving this Queen of Pentacles, or this Queen of Pentacles is highly intuitive or hidden, or maybe the message came back from the past, you know, that created some conflict. But, you know, maybe this Queen of Pentacles has some intuition about it, you know, that this past, you know, relationship is strong. You know, that you have this very strong relationship in the past. But it's saying, let your past go. So somebody may have come back from the past. A strong connection from the past. This earth sign may be intuitive about it, may be feeling it, or felt it, or you felt it. But it just seems like some conflict that sort of kind of just came up out the blue. Because you're single now. You know, you're by yourself now. You put a death to that situation. You know, and you got all this stuff coming at you and it's causing all this conflict. People probably coming back from the past, and you got to be really strong, you know, and use your intuition. I don't know. It could be a lot of various scenarios is what I'm picking up. In the future position, we have the King of Cups, which is a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. That is clarified by the Fool card. So possibly a new opportunity with this King of Cups. You know, this past may have been a Leo in the past. The strong connection. I just feel like this past connection is strong. It was strong. But it looks like you're going to have to stand up and, you know, stand up for yourself. You know, there's some justice that needs to be served, and it's going to require you, it's clarified by standing up for what you believe in. So stand up for what's right. It's going to cause you to stand up for what's right. Because we have the Devil card that is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. And I'm going to clarify that one more time as well. Because It seems like some type of attachment to money. What is this Devil card? Well, the Devil card is clarified by the Nine of Wands, which is fear. I mean, I see that as fear, which the Devil, that's fear and doubt. So there is definitely some fear and doubt over success. There's some fear and doubt over success. There may be some fear and doubt over losing what you have. You got to stand up for yourself. You got to stand up for what's right. You know, definitely looks like you're going to have a new opportunity, you know, with this King of Cups, someone who is, you know, has a big heart. You know, someone with a big heart is going to give you this new opportunity, and it's going to require you to stand up for what you believe in. You know, there has to be some type of justice, and you're probably going to have to walk away from some type of toxic situation or get rid of, you know, some type of toxic situation. But that may have you chained because you're afraid. You're afraid that you're going to not get this. Let me see what Kali has for us. I'll just read a little bit. And more so depletion than Kali. I mean, we know Kali, the death card. We know what that brings. Let me see depletion. I just feel like it's more meaning in that. Seas. Okay. Beach 12s, yeah, because this is like depletion. It is, I think it's 8 beach 12s. Okay. Beach 12s lie ashore on gray sands under dull skies. There is no vitality, no light, little water, and life in this landscape. This card is a caution against burnout and emotional depletion. Your heart must have the nourishment and attention it needs, or a severe toll will be taken. You are worthy of love and deserve to be surrounded with those who love and inspire you. Take time daily for your emotional well-being. It is top priority for you to nurture yourself and pay attention to your feelings so that you may realize your value in the world. And then let me go to Kali. The very power of death and resurrection. She devours time and transcends all forms. She brings massive and total transition. She has the power to destroy all life and yet is the liberated deity who is free from all attachment to form. Her uncontrollable force of destruction heralds massive and often sudden transformation, bringing ultimate freedom from the human condition. She assists you in facing your fear of pain and loss that you may be free to receive your protection and move forward. During times in your life when it seems your world is coming to an end, Kali provides the constant reassurance that through the Scorpio cycles of death and destruction, of outmoded form, rebirth comes. Through the shedding of what no longer serves you comes ultimate freedom. Scorpio card, death. Kali card, death. Let go of your past. Because if you don't, this is where you're going. depletion, burnout, emotional exhaustion. So I mean, like, it's pretty clear. Like, this was a pretty clear reading for me. You know, we got Kylie death, we got depletion, you know. So, Libras is what I see here. You know, like I said, it's a lot of the same energy. It's a lot of just universal energy, I think, that we all are sort of kind of feeling right now. Is that there is endings and new beginnings, and it's manifesting in our lives in very deep ways, you know. I think a lot of our relationships are changing with different people, you know, whether they're ending completely or just changing in transformation. That's just what I see. I mean, my guidance here, I mean, it's clear. Like, you gotta let your past go. Like, you gotta let go. And a lot of people, like, let go of the past. That is so deep in saying. Like, let go of your past can be letting go of a past person, letting go of a past situation, past hurts, past stories that you tell yourself. You know what I'm saying? It makes me think of, and I'm just going to go here because this is what's coming to mind right now. I have a friend that continuously, like, tells himself this story of his childhood, that he continuously tells himself and feeds himself. And he doesn't realize that by retelling this story, that it creates, it keeps you on that frequency. It keeps you attached to that reality. And it doesn't allow you to become someone new, because you got to be so-and-so's son. You got to live up to that. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's say your past. You know, your dad was a well-known, we're not going to go there. Well, yeah, I am going to go there. Let's say, you know, your dad was a well-known drug dealer in the hood. And everybody knew him. Everybody looked up to him, admired him, whatever. And, you know, you carry on that, oh, I'm so-and-so's son. I'm an OG son. I'm OG son. You know, I'm OG son. I'm OG son. You now 50, still try to carry on this image of being OG son. And instead of allowing yourself to develop in who you are becoming outside of OG's son, because OG's son has people in the street looking to you to act a certain way or expecting you to act a certain way. So you got to act a certain way because you OG's son. Because you keep holding on to the story and keep telling your story because this is your past, and you keep holding on to this and keep telling yourself this over and over. I'm saying that it even comes a time that we have to let go of our past, in a sense, when it comes to identity. Like, I had a major breakthrough. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go, because during the whole full moon, I'm sorry, what's the full moon? Yeah, the full moon lunar eclipse that was on January 20th, 21st. My family happens to visit, and it brought a lot of things to surface. It brought a lot of emotions to surface. And it was a big breakthrough for me because for so many years I realized that weekend, I realized that I have lived so much of my life looking for acceptance from my parents, looking for their acceptance and, their love and acceptance. Their love and who doesn't want their parents' love and acceptance? Like, who doesn't? Right? I wasn't crazy for wanting that, right? So, but I realized that as an adult, that there was this yearning for this. And that over time, that it was nothing I could really do that gave me that, or that gave me a sense of acceptance, that I felt completely accepted as I was. So why is it even a thought? Like, why, for instance, I'm of age, but I used to feel, I'm just going to use an example. I used to feel uncomfortable. I want to say about having a drink, even drinking in front of my parents at in my 30s and 40s, because, where I'm from, people can be somewhat judgmental. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can be heathenized if you have a drink. You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. So there's a lot of judgmental energy. And I think when you deal with that judgmental energy, you try to live up to people's expectations. You know what I'm saying? You try to live up to people's expectations. And it's not like I did when I was away from them, but I caught myself when I was around them not being myself. Not being authentic to myself. And this weekend, I decided for the first time in my life that I was going to be authentic around my parents, whether they judged or not, whether I got love or not, whether whatever or not. I really didn't care. It's just this needing and wanting of that was released from me. Like, I don't even need that anymore. I mean, I have the source. Like, I have, source power. I have love. I'm not lacking love by any means. You know what I'm saying? So I had to come to that realization. Like, I'm not lacking love. It just may not be the best with my parents. And I'm going to there's going to be a lot more coming when it comes to emotional healing and dealing with things, because I know I didn't go through the things in my life. I went through those things for a reason, and definitely to help people, definitely to help share my story. We share our stories and help heal one another, because that's what all of this is about. That's what all of this is about, is helping each other heal. Because this is, as I'm giving and doing this is helping me. Like, all of this is, we're all part of all. This is a flow. I'm giving out, putting out, and it's going to come back. I trust. I believe. I know. Oh, thank you so much, Libras, for hanging in there with me on just my babbling. That's the air, air sign. I'm getting here talking. That's that air energy. Communication. But yeah, letting go of the past can be a lot deeper, than we may take it. But I felt very triumphant. I felt released. I felt free. Free. I'm like, I ain't gotta jump. I'm 45 years old. I can't be jumping on hoops for my parents. I can't be hiding behind the curtain sipping on my glass of wine. If it, take it or leave it. It's all love. Anyway, have a blessed month, Libra. If it resonated with you, like, share, subscribe, comment, and see you next time. Thank you.